Round 2, we've got a name that is just too hard to pronounce. I'm going to either call this dude Amna or Toas or maybe Remo. Maybe you guys have a preference, or maybe he has a preference, but I might mix between the three. We'll just see how it goes. So round 2, I think he likes to play mono black. Exploit. This hand is not the best, no early interaction, but it has plenty of mana and double flurries, sometimes good. And we have all of our colors, so mulligan reverse, definitely keeping. We're on the play too, which is a little bit better. So he's got black and dual, okay. Draw Magma Spray, which is sweet. We can leave with Island, go. See what he does. Tap land, go. Okay, ooh, he's playing Mardu. So I've played like a Mardu token deck before. It's been pretty good. So looks like we can divinate here. So we divinate into 2 lands, which is kind of lame. He goes Gurper Gearcrafter. Gurper. Interesting. So good card. So yeah, he's on the token stack. Nullifies a little late to the party, but hopefully can stop his next couple plays. We can play Nullify plus Magma Spray and just play tap land. So let's see, he's got a tap land. I think I'll just kill this guy right now. I couldn't stop the raid from happening from a 2-3 anyway, but I can nullify it, so we're fine. Here we can flurry and start beating down. Sultai Emissary into Dragon Fodder. Okay. So here, I think we just beat down with everybody. We can get him to trade 2 tokens for one of our Minotaurs, which I think is fine against the tokens deck. You want to keep their board kind of under control. And we also deal 6 damage. And it's a good turn for us to play our tap land, so we can play Rise of Eagles next turn. And Tuco Husk, that's interesting. So here's a pretty sweet turn to play a 2-mana Treasure Cruise, land Lightning Strike, not the best. I think we can beat down with all 6 and let him sack a dude. I guess he can block Sultai Emissary and then sack it, so he only takes 2 damage. It's a pretty good play. So our play here is to Griptide. Yeah. So it saves our guy, but we only deal him 2. Play another tap land. So we're being mana efficient. We just need to draw more gas, more Treasure Cruises and whatnot. It's Triplicate Spirits, alright. He's got a lot of creature tokens. Here I attack with all. I expect him to triple block, and I expect to Lightning Strike just to save our guy. Deal him down to 7, which is good. Play Rise of Eagles, leaving Magma Spray on top, and he has seen enough. So against this deck, we definitely want the Scouring Sands. Read the Bones. So Manifest Revealed. Magma Spray's okay against Sultai Emissary, but not really good against anything else. Lightning Strikes at least kills this Horde Chief. And Tuco Husk is kind of a problem card, so Griptide and Voyage's End are good against it, but this deck classically runs like Impact Tremors, Triplicate Spirits, Warflare, Kithian's Tactics, like cards that Negate is pretty good against. Nullify is also pretty good at stopping some things, but not all things, so it's kind of a deck matchup where you kind of want like 2 Nullify, 2 Negate, you know, 2 Magma Spray and all the Scouring Sands, and just hope to draw the right cards at the right time. So we're going to be on the draw here. This hand seems quite good. We're able to kill some things, hit land drops. Tormenting Voice is quite good. Turn 2 Sultai Emissary, not the craziest. So I think we want to just leave 2 mana open here rather than play our tap land. Just take our 1, see what he does. He's going to go for a Horde Chief, which is good for us to nullify. Play tap land. Now we have Anticipate and Scouring Sands at the ready. Another Horde Chief is a little annoying because the card is quite good. So here I do want the 4th land, but Core Barrier stops his entire attack. And we can hit land off our draw step too. So I take the Coral Barrier. We hit Evolving Wild, so that's pretty perfect. And we brick his attack. Tuco Husk, that's mildly annoying. So we divinate here because we need our 5th land and to get to Treasure Cruise as fast as possible. And we hit. So we have the ability to Lightning Strike or Scouring Sands. Here's a Dragon Fodder. Husk is coming at me. I figure if he wants to sack and deal a lot of extra damage, he can. He dealt 4. Didn't even cost him a creature because he got to flip Sultai, I'm sorry. Horde Chief. I figure I can kill. He sacks for no real reason. This spot here, not quite 3 mana Treasure Cruise. It's not that good when I only have 5 mana. Could Tormenting Voice, but I figure I should just play out my Flurry and just get more creatures into play and see what happens. And he runs Dragon Fodder into Subterranean Scout, the old MTG Origins draft combo. Uh-oh, so how many other creatures does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 2 is 14, plus 2 is 16. Holy crap. So he just basically caught us tapped out and dealt 16 in 1 attack. That's actually like, I didn't see that coming, and that was absolutely sick. And I couldn't necessarily like, do anything about it because Scouring Sands is sorcery. So I don't know. I could have played Tormenting Voice into Scouring Sands into Treasure Cruise instead of tapping out for Flurry to control his board a little bit better. But I did not think I was going to die, but yep, very good play by him and good line to see it. And Tuco Husk is something to be feared and respected, so hopefully I can draw some interactive cards to deal with it in the last game here. I'm going to be on the play. And here, I have a Negate and a Divination. Really need the 3rd land. Not the best hand, but figure in a couple draw steps I'll get there. Draw the island, draw perfect, so have Nullify protection for anything here. He's got Impact Tremors, which is pretty sweet. The fact that I ran out the 2nd island probably means he thinks I just have only Nullify, but I get to run the Negate out, which is sweet. I get to Divinate, hit 2 more lands, which is not that sweet. I guess it's good since I have 5 and 6 drops I want to hit, but if he's only playing Tormenting Voice, he's giving us time. And games where he's drawing cards and I'm drawing cards, I think I'm favored. So here, I just want to just develop my mana, leave open Nullify, and he plays Read the Bones, which is fine. So he's just trying to crap his hand while I'm trying to crap my hand. So Traveler's Amulet just acts as like another Evolving Wild. It's just helping me thin my deck, helping me get lands at the ready of whatever color I may need, and providing fuel for Treasure Cruise. So Flurry is coming. Check the weather forecast. Got a Flurry on its way. Dragon Fodder is not the best. And Tuco Husk. Alright. Griptide, perfect draw step. So now we can flurry again. I don't attack though because I don't want to trade a 1/1 for a 2/3 and you only get in for 4 damage. I figure I'm going to get him in a position where if he ever wants to go in all in on this husk, he's going to get gripped up. I'm going to... Jeez, he's got a lot of tokens in play now. So I figure my play to attack with everything is one where, you know, I'll be able to trade off some of his guys. He does get to eat one of my 2/3s, but I get in for 4. I deal with some of his creatures. And I get to throw down more flyers. Scouring Sands, probably keeping that on top. So again, I don't think he's, with me at 20 life, he's in a spot to Subterranean scout me again without playing like multiple triplicate spirits or something. So wow, sacks a guy just for 2 extra damage. That's interesting. So he wants to put me low, does he? So here's an interesting play. If I Scouring Sands first, and he can't block my 2/3s very well, but that's not lethal. So I kind of want him to block with a 2/3 just so I can Scouring Sands it away. But I figure I can just leave Nullify Griptide open. Raise the alarm, scout. He's going into all my open mana, and he's got no other cards in hand. So if I didn't have any interaction with this, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 8. It'd be 18 damage if I had no interaction. So I figure I should let it go. I should let it resolve, and then see if he goes all in. But what do I decide to counter it? Because basically he didn't have to go all in, he only needed to go somewhat all in. And then I'd have to Griptide anyway. So I figure this time when I double block, I can get him to sack 2 creatures, then Griptide. Problem is with my line is that I let him play it again, and then if he draws another scout, I'm in a bad spot. Let's see. No, I think I'm fine. Because I'm tagging him down to 3. Then he's going to draw a husk. And then I'm tagging him down to 0. So I think I'm totally fine. So I can Scouring Sands, call his tokens, and he can't block my 2/3s as well. So it's a lethal attack. He has to block at least one of them, so I get to kill one of them for free. And he decides to not block and concede anyway. So yeah, the game has ended. So he comboed me off game 2, but got there game 3, and tokens prevail.